Well, again, this is something different than we've seen on the previous expeditions in Hawaii and the Marianas, but I'm reasonably certain that this is a snake eel in the family Okeanos. It's unusual compared to what we've seen before because it has a dark stripe across the head from the snout back to the gill opening.
See something red underneath.
Large tubular nostrils for hunting on the bottom. It does not look like a conger eel. It's hard to describe why. More slender body, and also I'm guessing it's a snake eel, but that's just a guess at the moment.
Snake eel is a great name. It looks exactly like a snake.
Come on in.
It's because it's not. It's just
spinning left.
Moving on the seafloor, very much like a snake. This is amazing. I've never seen it. I've never seen this kind of animal before.
On the south side of Tau, there's a seasonal stream that has very large eels, up to 3 or 4 feet in length, I've observed. And I've also seen one of these eels go between the stream and the ocean.
A red patch behind its eyes on the bottom.
So the freshwater eels are in the family Anguillidae, the same family that have the freshwater eels in North America and Europe, and this is in a different family. There are freshwater species in this family. If I have this correct, and again, that identification is tentative. There's another family, the False Moray Eels, family Clopsidae, and I suppose it could be in that. I did not see fins on the side of this, behind the head. So that's a puzzle. But some of the snake eels lack those fins, and so do some of the false morays. The snake eels, a lot of them also burrow tail first into soft sediment. This is obviously not a soft sediment habitat. So this eel has a lifestyle that's more searching through crevices and into the substrate for small prey. Chris Kelly's on. I'd like to get his opinion about what he thinks this eel might be. One thing that I see is it looks like the area behind the head, around where the gills are, just behind the head, is kind of puffy looking, and that's a characteristic of the snake eels. They have a large branchial area that kind of puffs out. But again, this is all guesswork on my part. We'll have to send these pictures to some of the eel experts for identification.
Nicely set up, Jeff.
Yeah, so Bruce, I was wondering, I was leaning more toward the clopsid rather than the marichids, or I've even forgotten the name of the snake eels, the typical ones in the Ophididae, Myrocinae, excuse me, in that subfamily. But I was thinking it was more a clopsid just because of the bar under the eye, but for no other reason.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know if it's possible to zoom in a little more closely on the area just behind the head. There are pale spots that I see that are lateral line pores, sensory pores, and in the clopsid eels, those are few in number, and they stop a short distance behind the head on the body, while I think the Ophididae have a continuous lateral line all along the body. That's the sort of thing that's difficult to see without a specimen in hand.
It's a partial.
Palette and video, is it possible to zoom in a little bit more on the lateral side behind the gills?
Okay. You can zoom in a bit, Roland. I'll try to center it up. Hold there. Yeah.
So max zoom.
I'm looking at a picture of a clopsid in the YMC Research Laboratories Animal Guide from probably 2005, and it sure looks like the same type of eel. But again, it's just going by the general appearance of it. I don't know how many of these small eels have got some of that type of coloration.
The geologic substrate looks to be scoriaceous.
Pulling out.
Oh, yeah.
Get you full wide so you can see where you're at.
Seeing lots of vesicles.
Nice.
Let me get the ship moving.